This car was brought from Lexus of Sutherland. If you ever want to buy a Lexus, I'd highly recommend them. Speak to Colin Ford and the team up in Bath Road at Kirrawee. That's where the Lexus dealer is, opposite Stewart Toyota, which is at Sutherland as well. That's where this car was brought from. Starting off at the front here, we're greeted by this massive spindle grille. Being the S-Sport, we've sort of got this honeycomb mesh sort of finish. On the sports luxury and luxury models, you have sort of slats, horizontal slats going across it. But this is the S-Sport, so it's a bit different. We've got our triple beam LED lights here, and daytime running lights here, as well as LED turn signals as well. And this here is your light washer. This is your LED fog light in there as well, if you can see that. That's a cornering light, so when you turn your steering wheel, that'll light up to show the side of the vehicle. That's just sort of an air intake down there, going along. Oh, I should mention that this is a camera under the Lexus badge as well. So that's for the front cameras, you can turn them on inside the vehicle, and that's what shows you. These two things here, they're parking sensors, so on both sides of the vehicle. Same story over here with the fog lights, triple beam lights here as well. And I am filming on a new camera, so hopefully the footage is a bit better. This Sonic titanium colour, it's sort of like a goldy silver. It's quite a nice colour really, I like it. Yeah, so on the bonnet here, we've sort of got these big creases going along here, so up there and up there if you can see that. And then you get a massive one here along the side, which is pretty sharp I reckon. And the headlights do sort of go into the side of the vehicle. So let's go around the side here. These are your S-Sport wheels. Where are they? If I can find the size of them. Doesn't seem to say, sorry. Oh, here we go. So 235, 55, R20. So they're 20-inch wheels and they look really nice. I really like them. Here we've got our little S-Sport logo. And on the side of the vehicle, chrome all around the windows. This is chrome on the mirrors here. This is an S-Sport feature as well. It's sort of got the black mirror, just to make it look a bit more sporty. Along here, this is our Sonic titanium colour still. The handles are colour coded to the vehicle. This little thing here, that's, if you push that, it locks the vehicle, and as you can see it made a beep just then. If I put my hand in there, it unlocks. That smart key system is the same at the back of the door as well. So this little button here locks it, and if I put my hand in there, it unlocks it as well. Down the bottom here, you got your hybrid badging to show that it is a hybrid vehicle. This is sort of like a floating roof design, so the window sort of goes the whole way along. Something a bit unique. Same wheels and tyres at the back here. I really like them. Make your opinions, I suppose. These designs of the latest Lexus vehicles are a bit love it or hate it, I suppose. Along the side of the rear light here, we've got these little bumps here. These are for air to pass through. Apparently it's for better fuel economy, better aerodynamics. I don't know, could be a load of bogus. Anyway, it's getting along to the back here. We don't have real exhaust, they're fake, so being a hybrid, I want to make it look as eco-friendly as possible, so the exhaust itself is under there. You've got your RX 450H badging here, with blue on the 450H to show that it is a hybrid. This is mostly LED for this, brake light. Your reverse light is a standard bulb, turn signals are LED of course, and I can actually show it to you now I think. If I could get the key out. Key's here, and I'll show you the key now while I'm at it. That's your unlock button, so if I push that, they pulse like that, which is quite nice. Got blue around the Lexus badge, to show that it's a hybrid of course. Lexus down here, number plates there. Got lights up there as well, and a reversing camera, if you can see that. No exhaust on this side either, so they're covered up. Same LED lights here as well, and LEDs up here when you put your brakes on. Now this is a sort of special feature. I've got my key here, once the car's just locked itself. The key's in my pocket. Now if I put my hand over this badge, it opens up. Now that's something pretty snazzy, I reckon. But yeah. And as well, if you have the key on you, this little button up here, to close it, if you push that 2 times, it'll close. And when it eventually closes, it'll lock itself as well. So there you go, something handy. These little dots down here, these are your parking sensors. So when you reverse and you get close to something, the car will beep inside to show you that you are getting a bit close. Looking at our key now, if we can focus the camera, but it's a pretty standard key. That's the same on most Lexus vehicles of this time, and I hope it focuses for us. Locks at the top, unlock, the boot release and the panic alarm. And it's not wanting to focus, but that's alright. So I push this lock button, the lights go like that. Second button down is the unlock, the turn signals flash. Boot release, that's what I showed you before. And then down the bottom is the panic alarm. Not going to push that, it makes a whole heap of noise. Everything flashes. I do apologise, my camera decided that it needed a charge, but let's go again now. So let's go in the car, let's just put my hand in, that unlocks and we'll get inside. Here are our window controls, all automatic for the windows. This is unlock, lock for the doors, unlock. That's for your window locks. R and L for the mirrors, these mirrors here. Auto, that folds them in automatically when you lock the car. That folds them in. And this here is your seat memory, so 3 options for that. So let's take a look inside now. This here is sort of like a fake aluminium looking sort of thing. In the Sport Luxury model it's a piece of wood, so it's a bit different here. There's a little convenience light down there as well as a Lexus door sill. Looking over here now, I'll show you the whole cabin. So that's what it looks like. There's a few differences between this being the Export and the other models, but that's alright. Over here, if you can see that, and I'll get that to focus, please. This button here, if you can see that at all, which I don't think you can. There you go. That's your heads-up display there. That there is for the boot opener and closer. Come on. Sorry about that. That's for your auto high beams, and this thing is going crazy now. Down here, that little view button, even though you can barely see it, that is for the cameras which I was showing you at the front of the vehicle. If you push that, it comes up on the screen with a photo looking from those cameras. There you go, so that little view button down there. That's for the little screen in the middle there, and I'm sorry about this camera, I don't know what it's doing. There you go. Auto trip, that changes what it shows, and this here is for the brightness. Got your air vents here, you can close them and open them and all that. Looking at the steering wheel now, it says F-Sport down here, being the F-Sport model of course. It's a little bit different to some of the other models. You can option in wood around it. This has just got leather, which is still quite nice. Volume up, down, change your radio station, mode, CD, aux, digital radio, FM, all that. Voice control, answer, hang up. This is for your screen in the middle here, back, pages. I'm not sure what that does, I haven't looked at that. That is your radar cruise control. This here is your lane departure alert. And this is your little cruise control, up to accelerate, down to decelerate, push it in at the end here to turn it on and off, and all that. Control for the lights, so we've got them on auto here. This here is for your fog lights, you can turn them on with this little button. That's your lights there. So in the middle here, and I will actually turn the car on soon, but we'll have a quick look at the buttons first. This bottom half here is pretty much all for your climate control. And this stupid camera keeps mucking up, sorry about that. That's for your up and down for the passenger side. This is to turn off the air in the back seat. Fan speed, turn off altogether. Automatic for the climate, automatic, all that. This is to choose whether you want the air to be coming out from outside the vehicle or to recirculate the air. That's to change where the air is facing, so your face or the floor or whatever. This is for the front demister. That's for your mirror demister. Oh, okay, never even knew it had that, but there you go. This is for your temperature up and down for the driver's side. Up here, this is for your audio, so that's your play pause button. Change the track so you can go up and down with that. Press the radio here, media, and eject for the CD player. These are high quality feeling volume controls here and tuning here. And in the middle you've got your Lexus analog clock, of course. Up here, this is a massive 12.3 inch display. On the base model it's a standard 8 inch, but this is quite nice. So anyways, got your mirror up there, of course, up here as well, if you can see that. That's for the lights when they come on, to come on with the doors. This is for the blind on the sunroof. That's for the sunroof itself. These are the lights here. If I touch them, they turn on like that. So there you go. That turned on in the back there as well. If I push them again, sorry, tap them, they turn off. There you go. Got a massive panoramic roof in here, which is very nice. This front section opens up, the back section stays closed, but still lets a lot more light in. Being the S Sport, you've got sort of like a black roof rather than a grey coloured roof, but yeah. Up here, soft touch up here and here as well, so very nice. Sort of like a plasticky sort of thing here, which is made to look like aluminium. Got a standard door handle, all of that sort of aluminium looking stuff. Speaker down there for your marker audio system. In the middle here, this is our Lexus remote touch interface for 2016. It has been updated now with a little sort of touchpad sort of thing like a laptop, but this is the older style one. Got a map button here. This sort of changes the zoom of the map. You got a back button and a menu button here. This is for your controls for the sport mode or eco mode, whatever you want. EV, that's electric, so driving fully electric mode with that. That's traction control off. In here we got a standard shifter here, which I think is much nicer than the one in the Mercedes where you have to pull down over here, which is a bit silly. I much prefer this. It's got park, reverse, neutral, drive and sport mode, so if you go down into drive and then push it to the right, it'll go into a sport mode and you can change the gears manually. And our Mercedes C63S has just pulled up out the front, but I'm not going to film that. Here, if you can see that, the silly camera doesn't want to focus again. That's for your cooled seats, and the top bit is for your heated seats. Here is your park brake. It's automatic, so that's on. So that's yeah, automatically when you put it into park, it puts the park brake on. This is for your brake hold. So basically, when you come to a stop and you push that, it'll hold the brakes for you, so you don't have to keep your foot on the brake pedal. If you can actually pull this up here, and gives you a little bit of storage. It'll fit a smaller phone, so a Samsung, probably an S5 would fit. An S6 won't, and up from that won't either. Nor will a Google Pixel, or if you're an Apple person, it won't fit any bigger than an iPhone 5 in there, or an SE. So yeah. Little enter button here as well. You can push that or choose to push this down here if you want to select something on the screen. Down there you've got sort of like aluminium pedals. That's unique to the F Sport as well. So let's turn the car on now. So we're just going to double press this rather than turn it fully on. The steering wheel comes out. This all lights up in here. So it's starting up. To press brake and push to start. Not going to worry about that though, so I'll press the little back button on the steering wheel. There you go, so that shows all your information there. Now if I turn the car properly on, now the car's on. So I'm going to have a look now at the sport controls down here. So that's on your normal mode. That's eco, so it brings up a little eco symbol there. Normal. Oh sorry, that's sport, so that's sport. And that's sport plus. So it doesn't really change in the middle there, I thought it would, but anyway. But my dad leaves it in normal. Oh, you push down for normal, okay. This here, you can press the button as well to control that little side screen, like that. That says ready, so that's the hybrid system. It says ready there. That's your little park brake symbol. That's for your fuel tank, and that's for your oil on this side. That's for your parking sensors up there as well. BSM, that's your blind spot monitor, and that's because I haven't got the seatbelt on. That's why that's like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the middle screen there. And I will show you the big screen now in the middle here, once I've set it up, once I've pressed continue. Okay, so I'll just bring this up. There you go. So that's this is your massive 12.3 inch screen, showing you the map now. You can actually split it half and half as well. So if I select down here, I can select your fuel economy. So if I show the fuel economy, it brings that up on the side as well. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. But yeah, that's what that shows. So yeah, that's your sort of consumption on the side here. You can show your phone control as well. Another map screen as well. Audio controls. That's for your DAB, digital radio. That's what that's showing now. As well as your climate controls here. Or if you press this little button in the middle here, it extends it to the whole screen, which is quite nice. So that's pretty much all of it on. This is your little gear controls here now as well. So if I show that, so this button here will fold the mirrors in. So if I push that, there you go, they fold in. Push it again, they fold out. That's pretty much what that is. Now we'll have a look at the sound system. I'm not going to play too much of it for copyright reasons, but if I turn it up, that's your Mark Levinson system. This is Smooth 95.3 as well playing, so credit to them for whatever song it is. If I press the menu button here now, this one here, press it, it brings up a full screen menu here. You've got your destination, you can enter there. Radio controls, if I press that, that shows what I'm listening to right now. This is your media controls here for whatever you're listening to. Telephone, that's for your phone, which I'm not going to show that. Lexus Enform, that's it's like it's an app suite, so you can have your weather apps and all this other stuff on there. Info, if I go into that, it shows the fuel economy and all that. Climate control as well, and setup. And along the side here as well, if I choose to put the radio controls like this, that pops up there. And this is the fuel economy thing. So yeah, that basically shows your average speed, elapsed time, range. It shows a little graph of your fuel economy and all that, as well as a current down there. So if I put my foot down on the thing, it'll that current bit will go up. Pressing the energy button here as well shows you how the hybrid system is working right now. So basically, this little thing here, that's your battery, so that's your hybrid battery. So as you can see, the battery is quite full, so the car is not making a noise at all. And in the little screen that I showed you behind the steering wheel, a little symbol saying EV has lit up to show you that it's on electric power. If I decide to put my foot down really hard, that'll go off and it'll start showing other things as well, but I'm not going to show that right now. Yeah, so my dad likes to keep it on this screen to see how the fuel economy looks right now. He normally sets it up pretty much just like that. So you can see your radio on this side as well as your fuel economy on this side. Now if I turn the lights on here, so if I do that, your little clock lights up as well. Everything else lights up. That's all lit up like that. This is your little controller here, which I was showing you as well. So if I move it around, that's basically what's snapping to little buttons on the screen as well. This is for your drive modes, which I just showed you before. EV mode, which is on right now. So that little EV button, that light up there, that's your EV mode. This screen here as well, as I've said before, shows you a whole heap of information, but I'm not going to show that. That's your radio, all this other stuff as well, messages, settings, all that. So that's pretty much standard. You've got little paddle shifters here as well, up and down on this side. Heated and cooled seats, as I mentioned, they're very comfortable. Looking at that now. If I open this up, I'm gonna push the little button on the passenger side. That'll open. Oh, oh. And a bit of water came in because I just washed the car. I didn't think about that, but anyways, there you go. Sorry about that. In the back there, very comfortable seating as well. Sport luxury models do have heated seats for the rear, but this one is not sport luxury model. Air vents are down there, as well as a little 12 volts down here as well. I'm not sure what these are. If you can tell me in the comment section. This here is to move the seat back and forward. On the doors there as well, you've got a little Mark Levinson tweeter up there, and a subwoofer, no, woofer down there, or whatever you call it. A little door pocket there as well. A little cubby for your phone or whatever you got in the back seat. Window controls there as well. And there is a little light there as well, if you can see that, just below the door handle that's lit up. So yeah, that's what that is. Now something just beeped, I think it was a message, so I'm not going to show that, but that's, yeah, that's what that was. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is your scrolling for the radio station. So if I push that, that changes what it says up there. So this is the 80s now. All your radio stations when you scroll through them. So quite nice overall. So yeah, that's pretty much the inside. You've got little grab handles up here as well. In here, you got your mirror. It snaps in like that. Pulling that lights up as well. Little light. It's a standard bulb, unfortunately. It's not an LED, but that's alright. Close that back up. It turns off. So there you go. That's pretty much the car itself. Very comfortable steering wheel as well. It's very nice. The leather around it is very high quality, like a Lexus. That's what you'd expect. I don't think I went over this. This is your controls for the windscreen wipers for the front and the rear. And hopefully this decides to focus. This little outer section here, which I've got my hand on now, if you can't see it, that controls the rear wiper. So if I push that now, you'll see that that rear wiper is moving. That's what that is. The front here, this is for the sensitivity of the front wipers, so I can turn that up and down. And that just made them go off. And spray them like that, and they wipe it down. So that, I just pulled that towards me to spray it. If I want to spray the rear one, I just push it back and that starts to spray. So as you can see, that's spraying right now and wiping. So yeah, that's pretty much the interior. You've also got a heads-up display here as well, which shows all your information that you need. It's basically showing what's on here as well, so that's a bit more convenient. So you can't see that actually, but I can from where I'm sitting. Oh, there you go. So that's what it is in there. So if I zoom that in, that's what it shows. So it shows you I'm in park now. That shows how fast I'm going. It shows as well your hybrid situation. So if I put my foot on the brake, okay, the battery's already charged, so it's not going to say charge, but basically it'll have a little blue light up there which would say that I'm charging it right now. So that's what that is. But yeah, pretty much that's the interior of the car. Very nice. In the sport luxury models, this here is all swapped out for wood, real wood from Yamaha's piano division. That's a fun fact for you all, so it's very nice. So I'll take a look at the lighting of the car now. So I'll get outside. I will put the high beams and everything on, and we'll take a look. I'm having a look out here now, and that's just beeped. That's alright. This is for your, that's all your triple beam lights there, LEDs. The turn signals, I do like how they do that. I think it's quite nice. That's your daytime running light, that little tick there. And the mirrors do light up as well at the side here. That's an LED, very nice. Getting to the back, just like the front, the turn signals do sort of, they like pulsing sort of thing. It's quite nice. LEDs here as well, and everything else is LED, so I will tell you that. Same on this side. That's the fog lights on, and as you can see now, the car's made a noise. That noise is the engine turning on, so the battery has decided that it doesn't have enough power now, so it's turned on. But that's your LED fog light as well there. And if I turn the steering wheel there, that'll light up in here as well. That's sort of like a cornering light, which I mentioned before. So yeah, very nice. And yeah, so taking another look around it, very nice car. There is a 7-seat model now as well, I should mention that. Very nice. Taking a quick pan around. And here we are. So yeah, that's the Lexus RX 450h from 2016. I really like this car. It was Lexus's most sold vehicle until I think it was 2015 when the NX took over. The NX is a smaller version, but yeah, it's sold much better now. So it took over this car's job as the most selling, but that's alright. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like, as well as follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.